Namaste. In this video, we are going to look at the hormone system through the lens of a model you might already know, Maslow's hierarchy of needs. But here's an exciting twist. I've taken that framework and created something new that I called the Pyramid of Desire. This pyramid connects the 7 chakras with the 7 major endocrine glands in your body, along with their key hormones. But before we dive in, I want to gift you something. I've put together a free Hormone Imbalance Fix guide that explains today's lesson in even more detail. It gives you holistic remedies to balance weak chakras, optimize hormones like cortisol, insulin, and thyroid, and address issues like skin flare-ups, estrogen dominance, low testosterone, PCOS, PMS, and much more. So just comment chakra below and we'll send it straight to you. Right, okay. Let's start at the very base of the pyramid of desire, the root chakra, Muladhara. This is where everything begins. In Maslow's hierarchy of needs, the base is all about survival, food, shelter, and security. And in yogic wisdom, this chakra is the foundation of your energy. If those needs aren't met, nothing else matters. Think about it when you are stressed about paying the rent or you don't feel safe in your neighborhood. It's almost impossible to focus on growth or higher purpose. And that's root energy at play. The core theme here is trust. Okay, trust in a higher power that whatever is happening in your life, good or bad, is ultimately for the greater good. When you live your dharma with surrender, without obsessing over the outcome and with a deep belief that you will be taken care of, amazing things unfold. The opposite of trust is fear. And when the root chakra is weak, a person often feels anxious about every part of his life. Anxiety drains focus and fatigue starts to creep in, especially the kind that you feel in the morning, and that's because this chakra is tied to cortisol, the stress hormone. So I'll come back to that in a bit. Let's try this into a core health framework, the energy stress continuum. This is the overarching health model we teach in our holistic nutrition coach certification. Folks, my mission is to help people move towards the green zone, the zone of health, abundance, and vitality. In this zone, your energy production is at its peak, stress is low, and there is abundance of root energy that can rise up to nourish the higher chakras. There are no energy leaks, and there is enough Shakti to flow upwards. But there's a flip side, okay? Any chakra can become imbalanced, and that happens in 2 ways: too little energy or too much. Both can be problematic. When the root chakra is overactive, it shows up as over-attachment to routine, possessions, or financial security. Think of someone who hoards money but still feels poor, or someone who clings to possessions and habits terrified of change. That's an overactive root in action. Now, just like a tree can't grow tall without deep roots, your spiritual and personal growth depends on the health of Muladhara. That's why this gland is linked to the adrenals, which produces cortisol. It is one of the most powerful hormones in your body. Cortisol is your spark, your sense, your zing. But when it goes out of balance, it can wreak havoc on your health. I won't dive into cortisol here since I have plenty of videos on it. Do check out our hormone health playlist. Right, next we rise up to the Sacral Chakra, Svadhisthana. The core theme here is creativity and reproduction. One of the deepest truths about us humans is that we are happiest when we create, not just when we consume. And this chakra carries the life force of creativity, the energy that let us design our lives. It is also tied to survival at the biological level through sexual energy, since it's connected with the gonads, the ovaries in women and testes in men. But here's a catch. We live in Kali Yuga, where pleasurable activities often become overindulgent, almost like a right or entitlement for most people. And when this chakra goes overactive, it turns into the center of addictive pleasures, compulsive overeating, over reliance on alcohol, sex, or shopping. These take over. Instead of us enjoying pleasure in balance, pleasure begins to control us. Creative energy that could fuel art, innovation, or meaningful connection gets drained through overindulgence. And when imbalance strikes this chakra, it often shows up as reproductive disorders, estrogen dominance, low testosterone, infertility, menstrual issues, PCOS and PMS, and so forth. So from here, we move into the Solar Plexus Chakra, Manipura. This is the fire of willpower and self-mastery. The core theme here is confidence. And when Manipura is weak, it shows up as low confidence, lack of discipline, and feeling lost. But when it's strong, it fuels ambition, drive, and achievement. Now, healthy ambition is wonderful. But when ego takes over, energy gets stuck here. It can turn into obsession with money, fame, or power. Now, in Maslow's hierarchy, this aligns with esteem and achievement. And of course, both the models aren't perfectly synchronized, but the essence is the same. Energy moves from the gross to the subtle, from survival instincts at the root to self-actualization at the top. So once your survival needs are met at the root and your creativity and mindful pleasures at the sacral, what comes next? What comes next? The desire to stand tall in your own power, the need to feel confident, capable, and in control. And that's exactly the work of Manipura. It governs your self-esteem, willpower, and inner strength. A healthy Manipura gives you the courage to pursue your goals and the resilience to overcome challenges. On the physical level, this chakra connects with the pancreas, the gland that produces insulin. Insulin regulates blood sugar, making sure your cells get the fuel that they need. It's what allows the fire of digestion and metabolism to be harnessed properly. I've covered insulin in a lot of depth on this channel. Please check out our hormone health playlist. Now, alongside cortisol, insulin is a powerful hormone and it deeply affects health when it's imbalanced. When Manipura is balanced, digestion is smooth, energy feels steady, and you feel fueled rather than drained. But when it's off, it can lead to digestive issues like IBS, constipation, or ulcers. It can trigger metabolic conditions like diabetes or imbalances in the liver and pancreas. You may also feel chronic fatigue or bloating. So think of Manipura as your inner sun, the fire that powers you. Right, now that we have explored the fire of personal power, we'll rise up into the heart chakra, Anahata, the center of love, compassion, and connection. But let's continue that discussion in part 2 of this series. And by the way, if you like holistic remedies to balance these chakras and to dive deep into insulin, cortisol, thyroid, estrogen dominance, low testosterone, and more, just comment chakra below and we'll send you the Hormone Imbalance Fixed guide. I'm Akash. Thank you so much for your time.